Hi guys, so this is Joey or Rowan. This is a video, question and answers video about the candles. I have a couple of videos I wanted to make today, but I thought I'd make this one first because I've had a lot of questions about the Mabon candle, which is sat right here, which is what I wrote down. And I had a lot of questions about, and people talking about maybe buying them and things. So I thought I would do a video and I would address all those questions here, and then go on to the videos that I was going to do. So this again is my Mabon candle. Yee. I love it very much. I felt very connected to this one. Sometimes they don't come out as well as I'd hoped, and it's very disappointing to me because of the process that goes into them, but this one is lovely, and I really like the leaves that fall over the edge, and then the 3 berries, one of which is actually a tiger's eye to make it look like a fruit in the corner. So you see this colour here, this one. This is tiger's eye, all sealed on with wax. It's all sealed on. If I turn upside down, it won't fall off. Okay. So I thought I'd start off talking a little bit about the process that goes into them, the energy that goes into them, the effort that goes into them. They are all mine. I open circle. And I may have considered, when I'm making a candle for myself, for Mabon, I will have considered for a while what I want to do. So this candle, for example, let's lift it up while I talk about it. You can see the base is a dark purple, seasonally appropriate, but it's scented pomegranate. And scented pomegranate is appropriate because of the Demeter personified connection to Mabon, which is when she was kidnapped by Hades, and she stays with him 6 months of the year because she ate 6 seeds from a pomegranate. So pomegranate is Mabon appropriate. And then on top is like juniper berries and marigold and sandalwood, which are all seasonal appropriate herbs. Then I was very inspired with the autumn leaves, and I had this in my head maybe a week before I started thinking about making it, to use crushed up autumn leaves all the way around, and then dried on autumn leaves, one of which, and they just slightly fall over the edge of the candle there, and then the berries and the tiger's eye all sealed on. So I put a lot of thought into each and every candle. Now, I'm talking a minute about making candles for other people. That's a candle for me. So I open circle, I put a lot of energy in, a lot of thought in, a lot of time in, a lot of effort in, and I call on the goddess and have that energy flowing through me when I make them. I think you can tell if you look at these, and I think you can tell that the goddess is involved. There's a whole backstory. There are other videos where I talk a bit more about that. There are videos with pictures and images of other candles that I've made in the past on my channel. So if you're thinking about these candles and you might like one, go have a look at those, because there's some of the other ones that I have made. Yes, so I'm going to pop that one back over there. Ooh, so it's nice and safe. Yep. And that one I would not recommend burning, and I won't be burning it because of the autumn leaves. I imagine it won't smell very nice. The thing with these candles is I make them in sort of 3 categories. One is the ones that you can burn and are more for oomph than looks. There is, I don't know if I put the picture up or not. I made a protection one. It was originally for me, and a lady on a forum I visit frequently and part of begged me for it and said I really need it, and she'd been having a hard time and asked me to make her some others as well. And it was huge. It was like that. It was huge, and it had lots and lots of drip, and it was all about oomph and power rather than looking pretty. And that one was to be burnt, and so that's the first one, making them for oomph, for purpose, to burn as well. There are the ones that are pretty but you can burn them, and collect the gemstones off the top if there are gemstones on, which there tend to be now. I tend to use gemstones within them. And you can carry those gemstones around with you as part of the spell. You could put, I mean, if you wanted me to make you this type of candle, for example, I could send you a spell and written down, and that you could say over it and then burn it. However, you don't have to burn them. If I've made them with your intent, they can work like statues. That I have filled it with that intent, and they work like wards or statues, or they've been filled with that power. The herbs have been blessed for that purpose and charged. The crystals have been purified and then charged for that purpose and then put on. All my energy has gone into making it and then creating it and all the rest of it. And throw your mouse across the sorry, that was my mouse. Yeah, so if you wanted them for, say, protection, and I could carve runes into them too, if you wanted. I have done a couple like that for myself. I have my consecration candle has a pentagram carved in, and I melted into the wax. I carved it in, and then melted with a matchstick, and then placed glitter into the wax, so that it looks like a glittery stand away pentagram. That's just one I did. I should have gone and picked that up and so I could show you, because that's not my consecration candle. So yeah. So there are three types basically. The type that are more for oomph and not so pretty and you burn them. The type that you can do either or with, that are, if they're really pretty and you don't want to burn them, they will still work as effectively. And then ones like the Mabon candle, which are purely as statue type candles, that I would not recommend you burn. It all depends on the herbs that are used and anything else that is used, but they will work, just fine as statue type things. So that being said, I have 3 at the minute that I could sell if people were interested in them. I do have an Etsy shop. There is nothing on the Etsy shop at the minute because it costs me money to list things on there now, and if people don't buy them, I can't afford to list them because money is quite tight, and this is it's not a problem for me. And I'm going to mention here as well, there are going to be videos of me saying I've bought this and this and this and this and this and this for Halloween. That's because me and the gnomes save up all year. We put money aside for it all year, so I can do that, and I have less for my birthday and less for Yule, and so yes, I spend a lot more money on Yule, but I don't have the money where I can put things up if people aren't serious. If people are serious, I will happily sell them on Etsy. I'll show you the 3 I've got. Oh, my Etsy shop is Starry-Eyed Little Lady. Starryeyedlady. And I will put a link below this video to my Etsy shop. Currently there's nothing in there, and that's why. Yes. So I have these 3 here available. I'll show you them. Right. So I have Faye, which is a purple pillar candle, and 2 of the shorter, fatter ones, one for Sweet Dreams and one for New Beginnings, which is one of my personal favourites, and it hums if you ask me. So this one is Faye. Obviously we're on the web camera, and the web camera is not, I mean, there's a star on there. Let's see. See that over the edge? That's hibiscus. It's not one of my favourites, this one, I have to say, but it's still quite pretty. There are rose petals around the edge and green wax, and frankincense. I might charge a bit less for that because I don't like it very much. Sorry. Right, these 2 are lovely though. This one is for sweet dreams. There's lavender and fairy glitter and stars. There's lots of stars on this one, and there is a rose petal on there as well. And it's very ethereal. The blues and white silver drips. It's an early one. It's really, really pretty, and it encourages sleep, natural sleep and sweet dreams, and it's a sense of peace. With the lavender. Lavender is probably one of my favourite herbs to use, and this candle is very gentle, very calm, very sweet in a way. Its energy. So there's that one. And then this one is my personal favourite out of the ones I have left. It is... I love this candle. I was really surprised this candle didn't sell. I put this on Etsy with a few others. All the others sold and this one didn't. And I was like, what? This is my favourite one. I thought that would have gone. But yeah, right. So this one is glowing on... Okay. Okay, webcam. There. Right. It's got white and light green drips. It's for new beginnings. It's for starting over. It's, you know, that sort of fresh new beginning. So, right. Let's hold it in such a way where we're not going to do it. Right. Come on, webcam. Look at that. I think it's beautiful. It has chamomile, lavender, rose petals, and then on the 4 points here, 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 and there, they're citrine crystals. I think it's beautiful, and it has fairy glitter and stars as well, as most of them do. All non-toxic, so you can burn it, and it's not a problem. I've had the question before that do the herbs burn? Well, yes, they're all safe to burn, but I tend to do it so. See, it's in a ring. So the wax will burn down first, and if, you know, like that way you can take the crystals off if you wanted to burn it. I wouldn't burn this one, personally. I think this is a little beauty and would look beautiful as on an altar, or, you know. It's very maideny, very springy as well. Or it may be lovely for, like, I don't know, hand fasting or something. I really like that one. But there you go. If it doesn't sell, then it doesn't sell and I'll keep it. Right. So those are the 3 I have. And I have already made them. And they're available. If anybody would like those 3. And to this end, this is serious to me, okay? If you would like them, then you need to let me know that you're serious, either in a private message on YouTube or on a post down there. Private message is better because I've been having a few problems with YouTube where messages where people have said things don't show up, and I have to actually go to all my videos and check, like, oh, somebody has posted one thing, and then you go in there and there's like 5, and you're like, well, why didn't it tell me about the other 5? So by private messaging me, you guarantee to let me know that you are interested. You do that by going to my main page, and where it says the username, you can click on that and there's a drop down menu, and one is block user. Please don't do that. I didn't do anything. Me. And then the other one is send message, so careful when you do that. But if you're worried about that, you can always post a message down at the bottom and say, I'm really interested, can you email me first? I will send you like a smiley face or something message, and then you can tell me what you're interested in and would I put it up. Yes, so I can do different sizes as well. So these are the two. See, that's the one that I do a lot of, which is that size. It's sort of like a fat pillar. This was a thinner standalone pillar, so if you see the difference. Obviously the Mabon one is a big mega pillar. The only one bigger than that I ever did was the protection one, which was more for oomph, and that was huge. And then obviously the votives. The votives I tend to leave clean around the edges. This isn't the best example because of all the really decent ones sold, but actually it's got a heart. So these tend to be glitter and herbs and maybe one crystal and sealed on with wax. If you want to know what those look like a bit better, go have a look at the other video where I've got photos of different candles at the end. There's some really lovely ones. I had some dark purple fey ones and some blue lagoony coloured ones, and they were beautiful. I really liked them, and they sold to people on the forum, basically. Yes, so prices will depend on the sizes. I need to do some calculations about how much I spend on making them and then a little bit of profit. I'm doing this because me and the gnome are getting married next year, and that's where all the money is going. It will all go into that fund. Because I was in two minds originally about whether or not to sell them, and people were like, you should sell them, you should sell them, you should sell them, and I was like, well, I don't know. I felt a bit guilty about it, but I thought, well, if it's going for that reason, it will go into that pot, so that's why I will be selling them, is for that reason. Okay, so I've covered sizes and right. Okay. The other thing is if people want me to make them a candle or candles specifically for a particular reason, purpose, intent, with their favourite colours or herbs or crystals, maybe, depending on what I have available. In that case, I'm very, very happy to do that, and I actually prefer doing it that way, because then you're getting in touch with me, you're saying a little bit more about what you need it for, the intent, etc. I get a feeling for what feeling for the energy. Like when the lady contacted me about her great big protection candles, I got a whole oomph of energy off her, how worried she was, and I knew how much she needed it, and I then drew on my own energy in the universe to put as much protective, because I knew something about the situation, into those candles, and they worked for her. So it's basically connecting a little bit more so that it's not just a candle. If you just want them for decoration, you know, that's cool. You know, they're pretty. I make them pretty on purpose because I prefer them that way. But if you want a candle for bringing light into your life, or a candle dedicated to a specific goddess, or for a specific intent like wealth, protection. I mean, that one's Sweet Dreams, like you saw the New Beginnings one, you saw the Fairy one. You know, it's getting a feel for me, so you're getting what you want, but it's still pretty, if that makes sense. Okay, so is there anything else I need to cover? Okay, so those three are available. I've said that. I can make them in different sizes. I've said that. I can make them for your different intents, and try and be as specific as I can with what people are looking for, if there are certain situations, purposes, needs, etc. You can burn them or not, and some are non-burnable, and then and then some will have crystals on. And my Etsy shop, I'm just trying to make sure I've covered everything, because people had a lot of questions, and I just want to make sure I've put a video out there that addresses everything. So sorry that I'm rambling and going over it all. Yeah. So basically, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you are serious about wanting one of these. I don't charge the earth for them, and I won't. I don't believe in that. the gnome was talking to me about it yesterday, and he was like, you might have to make sure that what you're spending versus what you're charging is fair. He was worried, you know, that I would underprice rather, so we would be at a loss, because we just can't afford to be at a loss, basically. I don't know. I don't know offhand. I'll have a think about it, and I'll put them on the Etsy shop. They will probably be around £6 or £7, depending on the size. Obviously, the votives won't be. I would probably do 3 votives for £5. I think that would be fair. Or maybe 4. 5 if they had crystals on. So the votives would be 3 for £5 with crystals on. I think that would be fair. I don't know about the slightly bigger ones. I have to work them out. Shipping will be dependent, obviously, on where you are in the world. Etsy demands a certain price given for that. I try to charge only what it would cost me to stick it in the post at the post office. And obviously, overseas is going to be more than in the UK. If you go have a look at Lady Fairy Moon's package that I sent her, that was £15 to send to San Diego. So there's more than one thing in there, but so if it was just one candle, it would probably be less, a lot less. I really don't know. The post office is crazy as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't believe that the price had gone up that much in a few months, because I sent a couple of candles a couple of months ago and it was £7, so I was really surprised. But whatever the post office charges me is what I will charge for shipping. I won't charge for boxes, bubble wrap, because I bubble wrap them to death to try and make sure that they get to you as safe as possible, because obviously the wax can be a little bit fragile. So it gets bubble wrapped within an inch of its life to make sure that they arrive to you safe. Don't know if there's anything else I can tell you. So if people are seriously interested, you need to make sure that I know. If you're interested in one of those 3 and you are seriously interested, because I cannot afford to put them up on Etsy if people are just like, oh, I'd like one. Well, and then don't buy one. I sound horrid, but I just can't afford to do that. So if you are interested in one of those 3, pop me an email or pop me a comment down below, and I will pop whichever one of those is you're interested in up on Etsy as soon as possible, because I don't think you can reserve them on Etsy. So I will tell you that I'm doing it and then do it. That shouldn't be a problem. But the thing for that is, you know, I would love to sell them. I would love to have them out there. I love creating them. They're a part of me. They're like my babies. They really are, and I'm proud of every single one I let go out into the world. They mean an awful lot to me, and it means a lot to me that people are really interested in buying them. But I cannot afford to put them up on Etsy if people are just like, oh yeah, I'll take one, and then it sits there and then I get charged, and I can't afford it. It's just the unfortunate truth. I'm just trying to be honest with people. So if you are interested in one of those 3, let me know and I will put it up on Etsy. If you're interested in a specific type of candle for a specific reason, whatever that is, and you're not sure how you want it to look, or you're not sure what herbs to use, or that sort of thing, what you need to do is you need to get in contact with me and say, I really am 100% sure that I want that size, or I'm not sure what size I want, but I want something for Samhain, I want something for Xmas, I want something for protection, I want something for... And the love ones are really pretty. Go have a look at the other colour ones, and they're just for bringing love into your life. They're the pink drips down the side. They're so pretty. Or you just want a certain candle for decoration, and you like this colour and this colour, and this is your favourite colour, and this is your favourite herbs, and can I do this? And what we will do is we'll have a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of chat, and I will talk to you about what you want, about what herbs I'm using, about everything. We will come to a mutual understanding, and then I will open circle. I will use all my if that's one of the pictures, I'll cry. And then that's what we'll do. We'll get, and then I'll put them up on Etsy for you to buy, and etc. So that gets that process going. I like there to be communication between me and the person who wants it as much as possible. It's not always possible, I understand that. Just so the energy is more connected, so it's more effective. I mean, I can give you a spell, and every time I send one out, I will list what's gone into it, all the herbs and why, and whatever else, crystals and why, and etc. So this has turned out to be quite a long video, but I wanted to make sure I tried to cover all eventualities. So basically, you need to contact me if you're really, really interested in any of those three. Those three I've got right now, and they can go up right now. I think I'd have to check with the gnome, make sure he's all right with me putting them up right now. But today, they could go up today. Anything else, it takes a little bit longer because obviously we've got to make them, got to collect things. I'm waiting on more little crystals at the minute as well, so they should be here today, fingers crossed. So if I haven't answered anybody's questions, I hope I have in 27 minutes nearly, pop them down there, get in contact with me, talk to me. I will do my very best, and I'll put a link down below. Many blessings.